I'm Cardi, it's real. I know you came here to just know about me, but hey, enough of me. Let's get into the video. So look, was King Von's death just street beef or something deeper, right? What if the Bible already warned us about this? Isaiah 45 shows us how God allows kings to rise, even wicked ones, and how darkness is sometimes used to fulfill a higher plan, right? A higher plan. And no, I'm not talking about the perks or the marijuana. So tonight we're breaking down the spiritual layers behind the theory that Lil Durk had King Von killed, right? And why Lil Pab had to go too. This ain't just hip hop, this is prophecy. The Bible called it, right? Isaiah 41:5 verse 1 says, "Thus said the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus, to subdue nations before him." God is saying here, I raised up a king who don't even know me, but he's going to do what I want done. Cyrus wasn't a believer, but God still gave him power. So ask yourself, did God allow Durk to rise to power, even if it meant Von had to fall? Was Von in the way of Durk's rise? Just like people believe Cyrus replaced other rulers? I create light and darkness. Isaiah 45 verse 7, right? I form the light. I create darkness. I make peace and I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Now hold up. God said he creates darkness, right? Yes, he did make Lucifer. I mean, come on. But this means Von's death wasn't random. God allowed it. Maybe as judgment or to test Durk, right? We learned a lot, well, God can't touch Durk, but a lot of people that touch Durk. Anyway, so, or to wake the streets up, right? Which is you young YNs that's out here thinking that y'all are invisible, right? So anyway, so it also means Durk's success after Von's death might have come with the cost. And God let it happen, of course. Just like he allowed Cyrus to rise, even if blood was spilled. If Durk sacrificed Von, God saw it. If the theory is true that Durk set up Von or let him die to get ahead, right? Then Isaiah 45 speaks directly to it. Verse 9, "Woe unto him that striveth with his maker." That's a warning. You don't go against God's design and get away clean, right? If Von was chosen and Durk blocked it, then Durk is in spiritual debt. Not just street beef, but eternal consequence. Lil Pab knew too much, right? Possibly didn't. The theory goes Pab knew the truth about Von's murder, right? Maybe he heard Quando talk, or maybe he saw things behind the scenes. And just like that, and a clean hit, right? If Durk or the industry used Pab's death as a cover-up, then it ties right back into Isaiah, verse 7 again. I create evil. God allowed the darkness. Why? Maybe to expose, or maybe to test who's still loyal to truth. Look unto me and be saved, right? Isaiah 45, verse 22. Look unto me and be saved, for I am God. There is none else. Now, that's the call. This ain't about Durk Von anymore. It's about you watching this. Are you chasing fame, greed, revenge? Or are you looking towards the Most High for salvation, right? Because God used Von, well, not Von, well, he used Von and Durk. He gave him all this power and influence, and these kids looking at him, telling him like he's flawless, like, he's a god, right? But God shows us once again that you can have money, power, and fame, but if you're not righteous, it means nothing. If you have love, if you don't have love, it means nothing, right? So listen, Isaiah 45:23, unto me every knee shall bow, every tongue shall swear. That means whether you get rich, stay broke, die young, or live long, you will bow before God one day. And if Von was a warning shot and Pab was the cover-up, then Durk's soul and this whole industry has a clock ticking, right? Now, don't just blame Durk. Don't just mourn Von. Don't just gossip about the industry. Ask yourself, what is God trying to show me through this? Because in the end, the streets might lie, but scripture never does. Rest in peace to Von. Rest in peace to Pab. May the truth always rise.